might be hooked up on a magnum.
Are you assuming that I participate in sexual intercourse?
Are you saying that you're not fucking? Too small, what's good enough, and what's too big? To the podcast Off the Record, hosted by me, Big Way. Sandy's not here today, but you know she'll be back. Look out for that. Today we have
original porridge, cause it hurt me like 3 times.
Exactly. So we got the original porridge here to us to share some views and some pointers on a few stuff, right? So you recently engaged, right?
Oh yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah. What's it like being a young, engaged person?
It's fun in the sense of I'm not planning anything. The one advice I got from my mom was I should not be planning anything, and we should actually take the time to actually enjoy being engaged, because wedding planning is stressful. We ended up planning our engagement party, and I cried almost every single night because reaching out to vendors and confirming with people, and then prices changing and people saying, oh, I have to back out last minute. Very, very stressful.
That was the thing with the food?
Very, very ghetto. Yeah. And because of that,
the food was there.
That wasn't who was supposed to do the food. That was a friend of a friend who then scammed us afterwards. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day.
Wow.
But yeah.
Going through it.
Yeah. So me not planning the wedding, huge weight off the shoulders. I'm actually enjoying going places.
What's what?
A wedding planner.
Oh yeah, I had a wedding planner?
Yeah. Best investment.
Engagement thing is rich people stuff. You understand? Cause you know. What's the price of this wedding planner? Do you care to share?
50. Which isn't bad. I've seen people charge 75. I've seen people charge per guest, which is crazy. I've seen people, depending on the size and the location of the wedding, some wedding planners are charging upwards of 100.
Actually, that's not bad. I'm gonna be realistic. Fine. I'm gonna be realistic. So what led to this? How did you know that this person's the one? Because that's a hard sell for people, and people are in their relationships for how long, and they're waiting for a sign. Were you guys waiting on a sign, or did you all just say fuck it?
Nah, this is my favorite topic. So, met him when I was 15. Yeah, crazy. Met him when I was 15. This was around the time my WhatsApp status just come. So we were the people who were just watching each other's status and then slide up occasionally and then leave it alone.
Don't you have to have each other's number?
Yeah, got each other's number because we met on PUBG through a friend. Big up Farron all the time. Yeah.
Oh, it's that gamers thing.
Yeah. So Farron introduced us, we exchanged numbers because we would play PUBG often and we were in a group, but I didn't really talk to him because from his status that I was watching, he seemed to be very promiscuous in nature.
Why do you have that look?
No, I'm saying that because, and if we get him on here, he'll admit it.
And the Comedy Central.
He had a love for women, and if, for example, there's a specific girl that he's talking to on Tuesday, I can expect that on Friday there's a different girl being posted. So I had no interest.
So bro was like jealous.
Yeah, he was
different females.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't you put that stuff up.
Yeah. So wasn't interested in him. I was in a relationship, so I never met him at all. When he tried to be jealous with me, not at all. We have to get him on this so he can back me up. Okay. He would message me and I would not respond until like 3 weeks and pretend like he just sent a message. I'd be like, oh well, when I'm not even remember when I'm comment on the status.
Huh.
So
bros, don't ease about the DMs. Don't ease about the DMs because that may be your wife.
When I turned 18, he was turning 19, and at this point, he had gone radio silent on his WhatsApp status for like a year. right?
Or he just block you.
Out of nowhere, he started posting again, right? And at this point, I was already out of my previous relationship.
I see.
Yeah.
So everything was fair game then.
Yeah, it was fair game. I didn't go into that looking for a boyfriend at all. I didn't want it that way. You see me?
It was supposed to be a one now.
Yeah, and I was supposed to move on and be happy with life. But then
So we're supposed to evaluate one knocks then as humans.
the conversation came up. I let him know straightforward, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. And he was like, well, I am. So it really go. And we decided amicably that we're going to be together. Like officially, like make up our mind that day. So
So
yeah,
you changed
we're
your
great.
mind.
Yeah.
Why you couldn't just say that?
Okay, he changed my mind.
Man, look you and then get you. You get what I'm trying to say? Alright, city boys up. Anyways, continuing. See, so it was just that, and of course, you guys were in a relationship doing your thing. This happened around 18, 19. You guys were at school, were you guys out of school working?
So I was in school and working, and he was in school. He was finishing up his certification. And
You were
then
in school and working?
yeah.
Couldn't be
Thanks.
needed, isn't it?
There was this entire thing with my family and so I ran away, but that's too deep for this episode. And because of that, I had to stop
You ran
school.
away?
Yeah.
Like on some Disney Channel shit?
Yeah, fully packed a bag.
I don't like y'all out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, packed a
Kind of
bag,
shit.
walked through like 3
Wow.
different communities, got to my friend's house, stayed there for like 2 nights. And then my dad, who I hadn't talked to in like 18 years,
Big up dad.
hit me up. Yeah, Steve all the time. And he hosted me for like a year. And then and then at the end of that year.
Oh, me knew that you run away and hosted you.
Yeah.
Oh, big up pops.
Apparently he and my mom had a conversation, and mom, being the woman she is, was like, well, you miss out on how much years. I guess now is the time to make it too. Because I told her straight I'm not coming back. So that was the whole thing.
Oh. And so you guys were together through all of this?
Yeah.
Some bro knew that you ran away. I was like, did
Yeah.
you say go back?
No, he didn't say go back. He just wanted to make sure that I was at least somewhere safe, and wanted to make sure that mentally I was in the right space. So in that time frame, at this point, he lived in the hills of Westmoreland, and he would travel like an hour or 2 and come and stay with me, or like plan a day, and he just distracted.
Travel
Yeah.
or to come spend the day.
Yeah.
This is what you need to be doing, guys. This is what husband tier does. This is what makes stuff happen. This is what pushed you towards.
Yeah, it's one of those big things. Yeah.
Who proposed that in this day and age? I really know.
He proposed what?
Females propose. Females propose. You me?
I'm not.
Females
doing that.
propose.
I don't believe
That's
in
fine.
that.
That's fine. Huh? What's wrong with a female proposing?
It's not my cup of tea. For the main purpose of when I think of proposal, I think of, I don't know how to word it. So I'm gonna think about it.
Is that niggas thing?
I do see it as something that is on the more masculine end of the spectrum, but the sole purpose of, if I were supposed to go out and buy a bust down ring for a man, and I plan an entire day and decor and outfits, and I go down on one knee and I give a whole elaborate speech about how he's the love of my life and I want to do this forever. In my mind, he's no my bitch, and anything I say goes.
You got the pants on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I see. So you're the masculine one. Oh, if you propose.
If I were supposed to propose,
So if he said
I
no,
think I'd view
why would
it
I talk about
differently. If he said no, I'd still
don't beat him
feel
up?
pretty. No.
You already in your masculine
I
phase, might as well kick his
don't.
ass, right?
Domestic violence is not a masculine trait.
Oh, everybody be everybody. You drink
That's not what I'm
Campari?
saying. I do not drink Campari.
Because if you drink Campari,
I don't
say
drink
that.
Campari.
Oh, you don't drink Campari.
I haven't tasted Campari. I don't know what that tastes
Don't
like.
taste it.
Okay.
Don't taste it. Don't taste it. I won't dig into your personal life anymore. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Big up only chump. You see me? Alright. So, how do you, what you guys plan? Because you guys, in a relationship, what do you guys look towards the future? Is it like, we gotta do this, or do you guys have like separate goals? Like, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a nurse, or is it that, you guys have this combined plan, or are you just winging it?
No, I think our goals are very aligned.
Like 5 years down the line? Because I can't think of past Friday.
No, 5 years down the line, we do have a plan. Yeah.
Because just having a plan?
Yeah. The only difference that, is children and
Like y'all want kids?
decor. He wants kids. He wants one single child.
Oh, you have to go do that, right?
Eventually.
Yeah.
It's just I've never envisioned myself as a mom. There are some women who, as a child, they have this deep yearning to be a mother. I don't have that. That baby
yearn to be?
I want to be the rich auntie. I want to be able to spoil nieces and nephews.
Somebody else's child?
Yeah, because at that point I can borrow them and give them back.
Right, but I mean, you got friends that have kids.
And I spoil them right now.
You have friends that have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just her. That she has.
Friends that have kids.
So you have friends that have kids?
Yeah.
And you're a rich auntie by that.
Yeah, I'm very involved with the children. I take them out occasionally, check up on them and stuff like that.
And then like Amazon, you return them.
Yeah, right away I'm like, hey, I want to initiate a return, and they tell me when and where.
Come
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
And they got like a package.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Good deal.
Funny how that's changed.
And
Never like spend a whole weekend with her.
soon is very subjective.
Yeah.
No, I try not to spend a lot of time around
Probably catch your
children.
practice because if it happens, Okay.
That is like
I'll be
8
there.
years down the line.
I'll be there to laugh. Isn't it? But what I mean, come on, we can't plan for that. Didn't you just say, the planning thing didn't work and you were crying and all? So I mean, maybe 1 year down the line,
Nope.
little just
I
pops out.
I promise you that's
Yeah,
not
what's
going
going
to
on?
happen.
Listen, all these things and these preventative measures are only 99% safe. Might be
Are you-
Magnum.
You assuming that I participate in sexual intercourse?
Are you saying that you're not fucking?
I don't.
Are we doing this right? Okay. So you guys are waiting until marriage to have sex.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have a real conversation.
No, but for real, preventative measures are my best friend. I can say right now we are not in a space physically, mentally, financially where we can welcome a child. And I don't believe.
Well, you don't welcome them things and just drop out.
No, we're welcoming ours. I'll let you know. I was planned, I was planned by my mom. I wasn't planned by my dad.
Okay.
That's another.
It can always be on the flip side.
No, I get that, but like we're not in that space right now, and because of that, we're doing everything we can to not be in that space. Because the goal is to raise a child better than how you were raised, and if you were raised pretty well, then it's either equal to or better than how you were
It's going to
raised.
have to be equal to something.
And we cannot provide that right now, and it's unfair to a child.
Unfair?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh, yeah, fair enough. You do have people on these budgets raising now 5 of them.
Selfish.
Yeah,
I think that's so selfish.
Listen, it's just it's the what's the term? Have them while you're young.
Oh no.
Was that not a thing?
No, I've heard that so many times, but it's more in relation to, I don't want to be chasing behind a kid in my 40s. I'm gonna be living it up. But if you're being realistic, in your 40s, do you have the energy to be living it up?
40's not old. Come on, no. Come on, no.
Listen,
there are people
I know
there.
people in their 40s and they do not have the energy or even the will or the drive to stay up past a certain time doing certain activities.
40's my sugar daddy phase, and that's when I'll help you. So.
Assuming you can stay up past 10 p.m.
No, I'll be able to stay up, but you get me. It's just reach 40, I got a couple years to just chop on it.
I got you.
Bump sometimes.
I don't want that. I think, I can't say that this is very PG. I can't say that. But I think my 20s is the time for me to be living it. So I'm not sure.
Man is life.
Yeah.
Man is life.
I'm so young.
To quote that you're a child whilst planning a wedding, kind of contradictory.
I get
but
that.
I mean,
I get that.
I'll let you have that for right now.
Mm-hmm.
My next topic is, have you ever cheated?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
The
I said that really proud.
The enthusiasm behind that, but I appreciate the honesty.
It was
it's too late to
once.
take it back.
No, it was once,
Listen.
and I had a reason.
You can talk?
You can.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah,
floor.
host this week. Okay. So this is gonna be it. So what would drive a woman to cheat? Yeah, niggas, listen up, cause
There are different reasons. Some women
Money.
aren't satisfied in their relationship in one way, so they seek it out somewhere else.
like what's
Coitus. Coitus is
So-
very important.
so if Bruno throw it down,
Precisely.
see, because I mean, frankly, we only have 3 minutes in it.
It's not
See?
just throwing them.
We only have 3 minutes in it. So if you come and you meet with 3 minutes in it, right? Why not leave? Why deal with me and then cheat?
Yeah.
Say, bro, I can have a half hour. You know something have 3 minutes in it.
You know, well, I remember I saw a TikTok the other day, and the girl was like, I don't even remember the song, but I know the song was saying something like, oh, big man make her come, or something like that. And she said she watched her boyfriend lip sync that song, knowing he has not made her come in 6 years.
Disrespectful.
And the comment section was just women talking about how they're in these relationships long term and have not been brought over the edge by their spouse.
I mean, we can't really find the thing. You get me? And y'all expect us to read in the mind. So I read body language. Hey, yo,
Be attentive.
if you need me for rubber, that's a say. Right, that's a. You know what I mean?
That ruins the vibe.
Oh,
That's so
there was a
awkward.
time where I was
Inexperienced.
no, there was a time where I was being on the other end of I was kind of being a blower, so I was getting hit, and I was saying I had to say because it just never did happen because I didn't want it to be damaged any more than I already was, and I had to be like, it's kind of like it's at the teeth, it's at the teeth. I'm not gonna want to show it, but that's it.
But that's
Listen.
something that's like causing you like
And you know, she,
pain.
you see me?
I think it's different. I think it's different because that's something that's causing you pain, right? But for women, it is
You try to get somewhere,
it
right?
is bodily cue. It is
Yeah,
bodily
so
cues.
I mean, Google Maps it and say, alright,
I'm
right here, right
sorry.
here, right here.
If I have to be teaching you every step of
Isn't
the
that what love
way,
is? You build together. You build me sexually. You building me sexually. One, from be able to make me see you say, yo, 5 years down the line, you know?
I
Still,
I don't mind teaching, but I think my grievance comes from you talking big game beforehand.
I have to. That's
And
how we get there. We lie. Don't men lie.
No,
You guys are men lie.
you talking big game beforehand, and then you come and you fuck yourself.
What
The good
worked
thing-
for the
no.
other girl might not work for you.
If it's one thing I'm not going to do is pretend like you got me there.
It's not what
so when
love
I'm
is?
so when I'm laying there with
It's
a
not
blank
what love is?
face
You're not going
and
to
I'm
pretend?
just looking at you go have to learn something.
So you just not going.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction of thinking you're doing a good job when you're being so
But
hard.
we in love.
Okay, congratulations to us. But-
you know, pretend, compromise. You
I'm
gotta
going to
stroke-
compromise
You gotta
my-
stroke
I'm
your
sorry,
nigga's
what?
little ego.
What? I'm going to compromise my pleasure so you can feel like top dog
Because, or say,
every step of the way.
not every step of the way, but you know, show that spot, that's where you work, that's your place.
No, but then
Do that.
when we look at it from that perspective, these conversations are supposed to be had before you have sex.
Oh, so you gonna sit down and talk about sex before you have sex?
Yes.
What? What
Yeah.
movies are you watching?
What do you mean?
This is not.
It's how
I
you
think-
set expectations.
What's that? What's that movie called? Is this 50 Shades of Grey,
no, listen.
where you hand a book and you be like, alright, check this.
To be fair, that's
this,
kind of hard, but that's another topic, right? But you have to set expectations. Imagine if I was the type of girl who liked to be thrown in the wall, right? And I go there and he's like, hey, you look really pretty today. What is that going to do for me? That's not doing shit. And imagine if I was the type of person
But how would you know
really
that you like to be
soft
thrown? How would you know that you like to be thrown in the wall? No. It must have been something that happened. Must have been something that you tried.
Trauma.
That make you want to be thrown in the wall. You get me? So it must have been one day where, you know, maybe a nigga felt triggered and he was like, and you're like, wait, this is kind of hot. Beat again. I was like, yeah, you see me? And then you're like, yeah. Remember, that's a little bit bad, right? You see her, and then you now taught that nigga something that you like, and he helps you to discover it. Like there's this friend that you know she got turned on by what she said? You were there too. She got turned on by the nigga saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put a baby in you." You get me? And you know she never know until she know in that instant, right? And that was a trigger. That was like a boom. Floodgates down there. You get me? So sometimes you gotta, you know,
Yeah.
give and take.
No, but that is accidentally learning.
It's the same thing.
Me intentionally.
Suppose you're thinking that you want this, I mean, you gotta
No,
try
but
it.
you shouldn't think that I want it. For the first time we link, you need to know what I'm into.
But it worked for girl A, so maybe it's gonna work for
Imagine
girl
if I was a girl who liked really soft, really gentle, borderline dear coitus, right? And
Soft?
this man went
People still
in
like soft?
guns blazing, yeah. Guns blazing, right?
Females still like soft,
Yeah.
gentle sex.
Yeah.
Tell me in
You're
the
probably-
comments, maybe.
It's just a sluts.
That's
probably
fine.
why.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
Everybody will know what to put them in the head. You get me? And that's yeah.
It's not okay.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
It just means have to kind of keep fit. Sometimes muscle contract it, other than something. But then, you know, it is what it is. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, so I still think setting expectations beforehand at the very least have like a base of what you're working off of. I know men research and stuff, so you know, go do a one Google.
Why y'all feel like we're researching and stuff like that though? You feel like we're really researching stuff like that? Most of the time we just look up anime.
I've heard men do it. I've heard men say like she would have stated that XYZ is a kink of hers. He doesn't know what that means, so he looks it up and then he makes a mental note to do it.
Fear.
But that's only for men because men ensure that she gets off first.
Huh?
Boys don't do that.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. No, it's a win-win situation. With my 2 minutes, it works. Alright, so age of consent. You might think when you was 15. You give it up before you reach the age of consent? Or you don't have to share it?
Age of consent was 16. Is 16.
Still 16? We're doing well as a country.
Yeah.
So do you believe that that's a good age of consent? Like you would allow your daughter to have sex at 16?
It's kind of iffy because the age of consent, I think it's culture in the Western Hemisphere to kind of be like, oh, or at least Caribbean culture is like, oh, don't have sex. Sex is bad. Sex before marriage is this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, my mother make it look like as much pushing, you put it over you.
You know?
And I'm not trying to say, and she's like taking care of this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
so I think why the stigma around it is so big is because Caribbean culture doesn't really allow for open conversation and open communication for parents to sit and say, hey, you know, feeling arousal is normal. It's a human thing.
You're not answering.
But you need to be responsible about it. I think with proper socialization and communication, a 16-year-old can consent because at this point it's not as if she should be
your daughter.
Send out is crazy. Send out is crazy, but I will be having the conversation surrounding sex and what is okay, what is not okay, and I'm speaking more to like age differences and age gaps.
And you will be okay picking up your daughter from Chad's house knowing damn well she just you know.
They're gonna do it anyway. So I think I'd rather that than Big Apple Hotel at like 6 p.m.
Big Apple.
I'd rather know that she's safe, and I'd rather know that I'm educating her as much as possible to make the best decision versus say, oh, don't do that, and if I do it, then I'm a daughter again, and you're gonna hell, and you're gonna breed, I'm not gonna help you because she's gonna be enemies.
I'm done.
Yeah, no.
I'm done. Right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We felt a trauma episode. But fine. Chad's always better than Big Apple, and even if she's 16. Are you gonna like cuss? Are you just like a read something with your 16-year-old daughter?
I don't think it's going to be an argument. I think it's going to be a reasoning. It's a conversation.
That's good parenting. That's good
I was
parenting.
like, what made you think you were ready? Do you think this person? Difficult question.
Wait, what if you say it's just like a fling? That's fine. Yeah.
As long as she did it safe.
Just not the body count kind of early though. That's fine.
So it's body count.
What? Huh?
Does it matter?
Does body count matter?
Yeah.
I mean, subjective, I guess. Because for me, if I meet you and let's say I'm a female, and she's like 27, and then your body count is like 3. Yeah, that's not a mileage, bro. Come on, let's get it going a little bit. Pick up a pace, bro.
Alright, so then what is too
I just don't want you to be
Oh
you see
my
like you know you got it there on 40 I'm going on please but 3 bro like.
Alright, so is this like the same for men? Like what do you think about men having a high body count?
Does it benefit y'all?
Does men having a high body
No,
count not benefit y'all?
a guy having high body. No, we. This is my question. Because you know, you had your child. So you asked, male having a high body count, right? And I'm saying does it benefit you? Because you just say you don't want to teach niggas nothing, right?
Just because he has a high body count doesn't mean that he actually knows what he's doing.
I mean, if nigga have a high body count and you still don't know what you're doing, hand in your jersey.
Precisely, but men are going to do that.
You can tell them to hand in your jersey. You see me
I
like,
can, but how many women will?
Hand in your jersey.
Because you know some women really are in love and
There's nothing wrong with that.
they sacrifice and they're like, well, you know, he doesn't bring me over the edge, but he's so funny and he's so sweet and
for those of you who sacrificed for me, thank you so much because that could have been, you know, for no, you know, I'm going to take the rope. So thank you so much for sacrificing for me and saying, oh, you never did I feel nothing. Thank you because, you know, you see that's the thing. I'm being appreciative, but yeah. You see, I'm a good you. You know what I'm trying to say because I just be appreciative to whoever I watch this one. Probably have nerve to cross paths with me, but I never know what I do. You understand? But yeah, so I mean, wait, body count for men matters to y'all? Or do you guys just not want to know?
want to know. I'm nosy. Like I'm inquisitive that way.
I don't want to know the answer.
No, I want to know.
And if the body count triples yours, that's fine.
Yeah, as long as it's clean. That's all I care about. As long as it's clean. You say that like it's a for sure thing.
I mean, if you're gonna take a nigga serious, don't you like, say, alright, we're gonna test for like,
Yeah, but not all of them. Get tested. Do us all a favor.
Ain't it free at most places? Like,
Yeah.
at some workplaces?
But people are
guys,
scared
get
of
tested.
needles and stuff.
We all have tattoos and earrings, guys. Get tested. Come on, man.
We
Come
all.
on. Don't you? It's Jerry's place?
Yeah, but this wasn't my
Shut up.
choice. My mom did it when I was not conscious.
It's big, Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on. Don't be a coward. Get tested, guys.
Get tested.
Don't be on the other side of this. So, yeah. So, again, body count shouldn't matter.
I don't think it should matter for anybody.
Because, like, I'm with you now. So, like, why should it matter? It's like, when you do say, I shouldn't just sleep with girl 1, girl 2,
These
girl
people
2.
before I even knew you existed.
And sometimes it's best for you just know the number and not know who. Because I may have had a night where we go with bro and we just take one for the team. I'm like, alright, yeah, I go chat to that one and say, can I get some space? Because like sometimes you have care, so best friends like us. You get me? So I'd be like, oh, you would know.
No, I'm not in that environment.
Sure. Act like all your friends are hot.
I know, no, in the sense of.
All your friends are hot? Is that what you declared right now?
No, in the sense of that whole big man, little man thing. I don't know.
Oh, you met on PUBG, so you already know what's going on out there.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not outside much.
Yeah, I'm saying, because we're about to have to drop the accident here. Everybody hot and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, move on, because I don't understand. Alright, so what? Oh, this question. So, I assume you have a body count, maybe more than one. Yeah. So what's like, what's small, what's good enough, and what's too big?
You asking about what I think you're asking about?
Yeah. We see getting a women's perspective from
Okay. Alright.
I hope I don't get embarrassed. So,
Alright.
keep in mind this is the length of a phone. Come on now.
So I've had
Take your time. Don't get reminiscent though. Just kind of, we'll wait. We got that.
No, the thing is, the beautiful thing about men is that they all come in different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, we know.
And so it's not fair for me to say, oh, a specific length is not good enough.
Aren't you entitled to your opinion?
Yes, but the thing is, there's an average length. And
Is there?
yes.
What's the average length?
7.
That's it?
Yeah. Is it not?
Jesus Christ.
Is it not 7? What is 7? Oh, it's not. Okay, alright, so let's put it at like 6? I think 6 is.
So 6 is
Can
average.
we Google it?
6 is average.
I think 6 is average, right? And once again,
So average is good enough?
They're different shapes, right? No.
So a 4 curve can be a different than
A 4
than
curve.
A 5.
Yes. But the thing is, there's also the fact on girth. And if you have like a 5 and it's skinny, there's not much to do.
Oh, so it's girth. Girth is the thing for you. So it have to be like a 6x3. 6x3. Are we not answering?
No, I'm not saying that because there's also this. There was this 7, right?
There was a 7. Big up yourself, 7.
No, big him up. There's a 7. And he was like very skinny from like the base going up to like the like it looked.
What was going on? Like a tree type of thing? Like a broccoli type of thing? Got you.
That was a very pleasurable. But then there are also like other people that the same neighbors are pretty even in their distribution.
Like a 7x3.
And I think that's better.
So, a good distribution of length and girth.
Yeah, it needs
which
to be
would
balanced.
be what for you?
True, kind of makes sense, you know.
So, 3 girth. Listen up, bros, because
I can only speak for my man.
So, I might just assume it's a 3x6. Wow, that's good. Wow.
Can't really remember the ones before.
Can't remember the ones before. So, girl, that's not fucking them into amnesia. You know what I'm saying? That's what's supposed to be happening. So, can you cook?
Yeah.
Were you able to cook before you met this person?
Yeah.
So, do you think that a female that cannot cook is like some kind of deal breaker, or?
No, I just think somebody needs to be able to cook food. And you should be one out of the two of us.
So there is no, it's his job, it's her job. Fair enough. I like that answer because, I mean, so if me can't cook, I'll meet a female that can't cook, I'm supposed to do.
Y'all can plan dates to cooking lessons, and it's really cute.
Cooking lessons?
It gets the job done. It's a date.
This is not New York.
People have cooking lessons. Guys, Jamaica is evolving quicker than you know. There are cooking lessons. And y'all get matching aprons and stuff. That way,
there's YouTube channels for that. I mean,
but it has to be a joint effort.
Yeah, man. I think there's a YouTube channel for this. What's that dude's name? Joshua something. And the man.
Weissman.
That's it.
That's my dog.
Big
That's
up,
my
bro.
dog.
That's it. Alright, so yeah, that's my African cook. What was it like adjusting to living with somebody? Adjusting to living with somebody, because of course this must have been the first time you're living with somebody. So was that like a new thing? What was that like? Because some people really enjoy their own space, right? And then you meet somebody, you want to be committed, and for some that first step of commitment is moving in with each other. What was that like? Did you learn something, pointers that you give to somebody that's scared to move in with their significant other? Did you have to deal with cheesy food, whether it be yours or his? You know what I'm saying? That was so good.
That's nice.
That's nice.
It's a good question. It all comes back to conversation before you actually do something, because you really want to establish, growing up, there are some chores that you hate more than others.
God, dishes.
Right? So I hate doing the dishes. He didn't mind them because he didn't do it often in his house. So before we moved in, we had the conversation. I said, hey, if I'm supposed to cook, I want you to do the dishes. If you're supposed to cook, then I'll do the dishes.
No compromise.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And then I highly recommend, for people who are planning on moving in with each other, I highly recommend staying over at their place for more than maybe 2 nights, because you don't really get to see them in their space, or actually being themselves in those 2 nights. Highly recommend being there for like a week or 2, right? So for those 2 nights, they're going to be as clean as possible. You're going to see them navigate with someone around them, and then over time, then brain switch and they're like, what? Chop me down my yard. You see me? And all of a sudden, you start seeing the clothes on the floor, and you realize that, when they pee, they don't flush the toilet right away. And I'm not speaking specific to anybody, but I've heard these horror stories. So I recommend having these conversations before and actually staying with them for more than a day or 2.
You sound like y'all call out something different.
No, I promise.
Don't take it no way, guys, because we don't really know. We don't know who y'all are. But okay, so you learn some stuff and it's all about the conversation and finding mutual growth.
Yeah.
And that works.
Yeah, so like even though I'll load the machine and he'll bring the clothes out and then I'll hang it up because I'm not walking with that big load, you know? So he manages the heavy lifting and any renovation that needs to happen in the house, he'll do that and then I'll deal with like making it look pretty.
Did you guys have like one of them chairs where all the clothes just go after you take them? So y'all fold it immediately after?
Yeah, and put them
How
out.
many people like you? The clothes supposed to stay there for like 2 to 3 business
No.
days. That's the unwritten rule. You take up the clothes off the line and then you just go.
We're not doing that.
And then it just stays
And
there.
if we do that, it's because it's been a really rough week for the time.
So it does happen.
Not
Okay,
as often as
stop.
one
I don't
would
need
think.
to say nothing else. Stop. Don't even cap that shit. Alright, cool. So we both wrap up. Right? As one half of the I'm gonna say power couple here.
That's crazy.
What advice would you give persons who are trying to have a committed relationship? Not dog shit, that's isn't it, but people who are not living, who are, just have them relationship and have it blossom. What advice did you give to the girl? What did you use to get the ring on it? 'Cause some of the people don't want a ring. So, give them some advice to get the ring on it.
There's no advice, but just, well, I guess it is kind of advice. You have to be very picky about who you want to be involved with. And you see how I would have mentioned earlier that he said that he wanted to do this for you and be serious. If you are in a relationship and a certain time frame passes and you realize one of us wants marriage, the other one doesn't, you can't change their mind. And you can't sit and think they're going to be able to change your mind. And if you're in a situationship and you think they're going to eventually say, oh, I want a relationship, you can't change their mind. And if you try to change your mind and their mind does change, it's going to come back and bite you in the end because it's just going to go back to where it was originally. So when you're dating and you have the end goal of marriage and kids and, a family and all of that stuff, ensure that whoever you're speaking to has that same vision. Because if you're not aligned, it's never going to work out. And if it does work out temporarily, it's going to blow up and you're going to be devastated.
Temporarily, can be 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Temporarily can be up to 30 years. That's that whole midlife crisis thing. It's not a crisis. It started and, somebody changed their mind.
Come on now. It's not called what the adults say. But for the niggas, remember, female perspective. The size doesn't matter because we come in all different shapes and forms and 3x10s and all that wonderful stuff. Isn't it? And with that, it's off the record. See you guys soon. Like, share, subscribe.
Nice.